Our activity for today is to create a 3D model of a spoon. So first, we're going to create a 2D model through the top plane. Start with creating a straight line and another 3 vertical lines. After that, we're going to find the length and the distances of every line. So first, these two lines must have a distance of 22.5. Then, horizontal line must have a length of 143.5. Next, please make sure that the 3 vertical lines is horizontal from each other. Also, the midpoint of these 2 vertical lines must coincide with the horizontal line. After that, we are going to create an arc. This arc must have a radius of 10 and its center must be connected at the first vertical line. Next, create a 3-point arc and it must have a radius of 20. Then, another 3-point arc which is connected to the 2 existing arcs and it must have a radius of 40. Now, we are going to create another arc and it must have a radius of 6. Select 3 arcs which has a radius of 40, 20, and 6 and mirror it on the other side. Its midpoint must have a distance of 9 from the horizontal line. Next, we are going to create another arc from the existing 3rd vertical line. This 3rd vertical line, the midpoint of this 3rd vertical line must also be the center of the arc. Then, its radius must be 6. Through the existing figure, we are going to create another arc which will connect the 2 existing figures. And this arc must have a radius of 600. After that, select the figure and mirror it. Now we'll move on with the front view of this spoon. So again, let's start in creating the center lines. Create a vertical line and one endpoint of this vertical line must be connected with the existing horizontal line. So to define this figure, the horizontal line must have a length of 143.5, while a point from the vertical line and another endpoint must have a length of 119. The vertical line must have a length of 40. So this arc must be connected with the intersection point of the vertical and horizontal line and it must have a radius of 40. We are going to create another arc and this arc must have a radius of 500 and another arc which must have a radius of 20. The circle with a radius of 20 must have its center lying on the horizontal line. So now we're going to create 3 points and these points would be the location of the arc that would be done on the right plane. So the first point must have a horizontal distance of 6. The second point must have a distance of 76, while the third point must have a distance of 111. Next, these 2 points must have a distance of 35. So to fully define this figure, we are going to create another vertical line and this vertical line must intersect with the existing figure from the top plane. Also, we are going to define its length to be 10 millimeters. We'll move on with the right plane. So first thing to do is to create a three planes, and the first reference of these planes must be the right plane. Then its second references must be the points that we have created last time, the 3 points that we have created last time. Okay, next we're going to hide the right plane, and we'll start with the first plane. We're going to create a 3-point arc where the two endpoints is horizontal from each other, and this arc must have a radius of 30. After that, we are going to merge the midpoint of this arc and the existing point that we have created last time. This point lies on the plane 1 also. So we're just going to do the same process from the two existing planes. For the second plane, the same type of arc, and it must have a radius of 10. So this arc must be connected on the second point that was lying on the second plane. So for the third plane, we're going to create another 3-point arc, and its radius must be 40, and its midpoint must be intersect with the third point that we have created. So after creating the 3 arcs, we must hide the planes that we have created. So for the last touch of this figure, we are going to make sure that the 3 arcs is longer than the 2D model from the top plane. Now, we are going to create a boundary surface. So the direction 1 must be this arc, and the direction 2 would be the second arc. Next, we are going to create a lofted surface where the first profile would be the edge of the existing 3D figure, and the second would be the endpoint of the arc. So please make sure that if you have clicked the right part of the first figure, you must also pick the right part of the second arc. Okay, next you're going to select the sketch tool for the guided curves. Next, we are going to create another lofted surface which will connect the existing 3D figure and the existing arc. Then again, we're going to select the sketch tool as the guided curves. Okay, next, we're going to create a center line from this point up to this point. And then after we have converted the sketch, we can now trim it. So we're going to first convert this sketch, and we're going to trim this line. So next we are going to create another boundary surface. So for the first direction, we are going to select this edge, and for the second direction, we are going to select this line. Okay. So now we are going to select all of these figures, and we are going to knit the surface. Next, we are going to trim the surface, and the surface to trim would be this sketch, and we're going to select the outside part to delete. We're just going to thicken the figure up to 1 millimeter only. We're just going to modify this figure. So that's it. We have created already our 3D figure of a spoon. Thank you.